Welcome back to Jammin' Games. I am Steven. He is Wyatt. We've got Ethan on the left playing Blue-White Control. Jake Walker on the right playing... This looks like a Mardu pile of some sort.
He likes his Mardu piles.
He does.
He really likes his Mardu piles.
This guy was a famous Faithless Looter, and now he is a...
Aw, Dreadhorde Arcanist got Path.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That's kind of what you expect.
Yeah.
Dreadhorde Arcanist, if it lives...
It's like, for some reason, doesn't make an impact in Modern, but God, in Legacy, it got banned.
In Legacy, you could do a lot of things. Well, just being able to protect it for free is the big thing.
Yeah, I guess so. You force, days, force.
Force, days, force, you know. All those.
You do get a lot of free spells in Legacy, damn.
Yeah, I think free spells is kind of the threshold. Is this a Thrilling Adventures Discoveries deck? Red-white? Discard, draw 2? That's what it's looking like for me. So this is the new Hot Daddy and Dredge, which is a additional cost to cast it, discard a card, gain 3 life, draw 2. You may discard a card?
Yeah. That's why it's so much better.
Whoa, that is so much better.
It's actually better and worse. Sometimes you just want to discard your dredgers and just let them be in there.
Yeah.
But sometimes...
So in Dredge, I could see it as being just all downside. Like you want to get these cards out of your hand.
Yeah.
In this deck, it's a more reasonable thing. So a... Cryptic Command, counter draw. Unearth, eating a Force of Negation. Ethan's just got it all right here.
Jace the Brainstormer.
So Jake is playing a deck that is specifically meant to overwhelm and outvalue blue-white control decks.
I don't know if it's meant to do that.
Oh my goodness, it is.
Is it?
So Unearth, I think, is in decks where your card quality is disparate, meaning there is one card that is better than the rest of your deck. In this case, it's probably that Pyromancer there.
Probably Luris. I bet you he's running Luris in the main.
I would bet so as well. So these seasoned Pyromancers can really grind out a lot of advantage against a control deck.
Lingering Souls just does that by itself.
Well, in addition to being discarded, there's a lot of synergy there. And so this is the interaction that Jake is planning on. But
the big 1 dice for a little elemental, 2 little ones for the spirits.
Ethan able to keep up, though. I was kind of impressed. Looks like Ethan has found looks like a Supreme Verdict or a Field of Ruin. I can't really tell.
Arts sometimes just look the same.
They both have like a sweeping light portion on the left portion of the card. That is a Supreme Verdict.
Okay. That'll clean that up nicely.
Yep.
And then gets the pass. And Jake in a rough... there's another Season Pyromancer.
Yeah, Jake has an engine going here. If he draws the...
Season Pyro's rough, though, when you don't get to just draw 2 cards for free.
If you're not hellbent.
Yeah.
So
command 2 discard.
When Jake was here, I asked him if the artist named Tripp signed these cards or if it was one of his friends, and he just made fun of me. So I don't actually know what the answer is. I do not think that they are signed by the artist. I believe that his friend Tripp Brister has signed them. But, I don't really know.
So this Jace, you kind of have to plus it or else it might die if you don't have an answer. But I think I see an oust in his hand, and I think he already brainstormed.
Yeah. Ethan's got a full grip. Not a full grip. Ethan's got several cards.
There's also
here comes a Teferi.
This Teferi is the hands down best Teferi.
Ethan drew Mana Leak, which Jake's got a lot of lands, but sometimes you get lucky.
You can make him tap out for that, but it just doesn't matter. This Season Pyromancer has been cast way too many times.
Yep. This one guy just cannot stay dead. Poor Pyromancer.
There's also another one in his hand.
Yep. 2 mana, flashback this Lingering Souls. No, did it look like that? That's not what happened. 2 mana, flashback the Lingering Souls. So, Ethan's got a Cryptic Command. Mana Leak?
Mana Leak, I believe is what you said.
I like both those cards here.
Cryptic Command's also very good in this situation.
Cryptic Command will technically buy you 1 turn. You get 1 more turn. But when you have 2 Planeswalkers like this, 1 turn means so much. It's another 4 cards you see, 5 cards because you draw. Yeah. You can really, really change a game in small number of turns.
Mana Leak. Yeah.
Mana Leak here.
I was wondering if he was going to try to cast that this turn or not.
The Mana Leak?
No, the Season Pyro.
Okay, yeah.
I can see playing around like a Verdict, because you probably get to kill the Jace at least if these live.
Yeah.
And then you also get... You guys were 1 off of an activation from another Season Pyro in the graveyard, but...
Yep. I thought you were talking about Ethan. It's obviously Ethan plays it here, dude. You're crazy.
Yeah. There's zero reason not to play
crazy
Mana Leak. I think that Mana Leak is an amazing play.
Okay, good. We'll call Ethan on the phone and let him know. Ethan, just highest marks, man. It's good.
That Mana Leak you played in that one game against Jake?
Shoo.
On point.
Outstanding.
This is a tough brainstorm, apparently.
Really is. Which of these spells do you want to win the game with?
I guess Ethan hasn't fetched, so he's brainstorming. He's been brainstorm locked for a while.
Yeah,
I don't know if it matters as much.
Brainstorm locked into exactly the right answers for all of Jake's threats in order, which is what I would call it. Here comes another Planeswalker.
That's a flyer. I mean, you still get to, if he has no answer, you should get to kill Planeswalker.
You know what? Yeah, your opponent has 3 Planeswalkers, drew 5 cards last turn. 6. Maybe they don't have an answer to a 1/1 and a 2/2. Oh, you know
Gain
what?
Control of a 1/1 flyer.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you still get to kill one of the Planeswalkers.
I think that means there's probably a path somewhere. Yeah. And so then they'll block and trade off here.
Well,
so Ethan, that play is a little bit greedy.
Off of Ethan?
Just a hair greedy.
Still does it 1/1?
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't have anything else.
He absolutely had a Cryptic Man, but you have the Teferi that's the biggest part about Teferi being banned in Pioneer, and probably why it should be banned in Aeron. Time Raveler. Time Raveler just lets you have 0 worries about what your opponent has. You can just be a ridiculous
the second
person.
You're out of main phase sorcerer speed on your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
You
do whatever you want. Things are just fine.
Opt.
And so that was a greedy play out of Ethan, but Ethan also knew that he had the Teferi Time Raveler. So just not much can go wrong.
Make 2 1/1s for 5 mana.
Both of them? Mm-hmm. Whoa.
You think he's going to get to kill Jace this turn?
I think nothing important is going to happen for the rest of the game. That's my hot take right now. Mark it. Here comes 2.
You can animate a Colonnade. Oh.
Just lets Jace die. Gripful removal lets Jace die. Cool. Gripful of interaction, I guess I should say. Yeah.
I mean, I guess your Teferi's going to ult in 2 turns.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
They just didn't really matter all that much.
Oh, this verdict.
Supreme Verdict.
You probably just...
On your opponent's main phase, Supreme Verdict, yeah.
Just 2 more 1/1s.
Yeah,
whoa!
There's
4 of them.
That's almost 5.
Oh, are we going to move into combat where you can no longer cast spells?
Imagine being Jake, thinking you turn the corner here with your quick plays and realizing that 1/1's attacked for 1. When the nefarious Ethan Bamberg cast this Supreme Verdict during your attack step.
His block step.
Yeah, excuse me.
There's a thrilling discovery. Does he have 2 cards in hand?
He's got 2 in hand. He's going to go up to 3 here in a second. Discarding. You discard 2, draw 3?
Yeah, it's... what's it called?
Smiting Helix. Jake has been known to get people with a Smiting Helix. So, Thrilling Discovery is Cathartic Reunion, but red-white and you gain 3 life.
2 life.
2 life.
And it's not an additional cost to discard, but yes. I don't know why it's not an additional cost either. Is it the white that's doing that, or is it the white's gaining 2 life?
Yeah.
The red usually still would make you discard as a cost, so I'm very confused by that.
Yeah. It's very... The color pie is just broken at this point. All right. So we got Path to Exile. That trigger on the stack. Nothing else.
I like the Cryptic here, just to ult your Teferi next turn. Once you ult, I don't think Jake can come back from this.
So that was
the
very rare Cryptic bounce your spirit, give you a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Was that a post-combat?
I'm not sure what happened.
That has to be what it was. Because otherwise, I don't know where that Dreadhorde Arcanist came from.
Okay, yeah, I guess it had to be post-combat, second main phase.
Yep. We are all kind of wrapped up in what's happening here. I'm suddenly very interested because...
I'm trying to think it out. Because, Ethan could have ulted last turn with his Teferi, cast Archmage's Charm, exile this Dreadhorde and something else. Let this something else get bolted, and, I think you're fine. Because then you also get to go flashback, Archmage's Charm, exile 2 more things.
I was pretty excited by that Dreadhorde Arcanist. But... it doesn't do anything in the face of that Teferi.
Yeah.
It's a 1/3.
But yeah, I guess so. Okay.
So even here, Jake was trying to, I believe, bolt something. I don't know what. That Dreadhorde still wasn't going to do anything. So Ethan now has an emblem. Whenever you draw a card, exile target permanent. That's pretty great.
Yes.
That's pretty great. So Jake, I thought Jake had 3 lands, but it turns out he just put them all in a stack. So Ethan drawing, exiling the Dreadhorde Arcanist that had very little text. It's just a 1/3 for 2.
It kills both these Teferis. Not that you really need the Teferi once it holds.
Yeah. Which is a Maritime Guard. I don't know if you know that. A 2 mana 2/2 is a Grizzly Bear. 2 mana 1/3 is a Maritime Guard.
Oh.
It also could be maritime, meaning like of the sea, but I mean like you have a maritime. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you really couldn't figure that one out, huh?
I tried. For game 2, looks like Ethan has decided to go on the mulligan path.
Yeah, the mulligan path.
No, maybe just your opponent cuts your deck and you draw. Sid was a mulligan. Steven was right. I can tell when someone has the resign to draw 7 of a mulligan. You know what I mean? You pick them up sad when you know you're going to have to put one back. All right, here comes a rest in peace to rain on Jake's entire parade.
It's not terrible in this matchup. I don't hate it. You saw Luris, Lingering Souls, Smiting Helix.
Yeah, Jake is playing a graveyard deck. He's playing Thrilling Adventure. On Earth. Yeah, Jake is here for graveyard shenanigans.
Discovery.
Whatever.
They're trying to discover it. They're not trying to adventure something.
They're trying to discover it. They're scientists. All right.
Is that 2 Dreadhorde
that
Arcanists?
is 2 Dreadhorde Arcanists. Get those the hell out of here. They're fucking Maritime Guards. We don't need those.
Imagine how good that would have been if he had a 1-drop and just had all those Dreadhorde Arcanists.
I think you need so many 1-drops to make those good that it's almost impossible.
I think that's actually really fair.
Yeah, they're really not great in multiples. You want one of them.
I think in Legacy they are.
I think you want like a Thoughtseize. Just Jake has to be running Thoughtseize. He hasn't seen a single one.
Yeah, right? I can't imagine he's not.
Maybe Jake's just always answering the board. Discarding these 2 unearths. To draw another unearth and a dismember, it looks like.
Is that Bolt?
Yeah.
Bolt.
So Jake has realized that his way out of this game
is attacking with his Maritime
attacking
Guard.
for lethal with this 2 mana 1/3 that he's playing.
It might get there if Ethan just bricks.
A little bit of confusion about I needed to cut your deck. You cheated and put a card on top that you then put on the bottom. But, you know. If your opponent opts and the card goes to hand, you're like, hey, I should have shuffled your deck. But if they opt and put it on the bottom...
I mean, like, what if they're just, like, really smart and they're like,
oh, that's
second card
second card, good. First card, bad. Ethan is a master. I've said this before.
Master. Cheater.
Yep. So there's a supreme verdict to clean up all of Jake's thing. Jake passing with 4 mana untapped.
You think he has Smiting Helix? Is Smiting Helix a sorcery?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. A 4 mana, do 3, gain 3. For God's sake, be an instant, right? Like, at least have the grace to be an instant.
I bet you because Jake likes it, it's a sorcery.
Let's find out together. Did Jake bring Dimir Charm today? Because otherwise, he's not going to win these games. Smiting Helix, the sorcery. Yeah, TM. All right, so there's a bug all over.
You'd think you'd spend 6 mana to deal 6 damage and gain 6 life. You'd at least get to
at least let it be a sorcery. Cycling this unearth because it's never going to have a target. Jake, I don't know if he has a way to get this rest in peace off the table.
You're in Marty, you have Wear Tears.
Oh, of course. Your opponent has Mana Leak for your Lingering Souls.
There's a Shark Typhoon.
A Shark Typhoon. Which enchantment do you answer first?
Yeah, probably the Shark Typhoon if you draw Wear Tear here.
I think it is a more pressing thing to answer this, yeah. All right.
I think I saw Thrilling Discovery, and I think you have to dig for an answer for the Shark Typhoon.
Yeah.
Or you cast a Lingering Souls.
Cast the front half of Lingering Souls. What are you, crazy, dude? You think you dig for an answer to this thing that's going to end the game? You're nuts.
It will end the game in like 2 seconds.
It's like a Teferi makes a 5/5 in addition to locking up the entire board.
Yeah, right.
Pretty strong. Shark Typhoon is one of the only cards I've ever called and been right about.
It was good?
Yeah. Like
I still think it's bad.
I fucking... No.
I still refuse to think it's good.
Uh-huh. What an absolute contrarian.
I think the only reason it's good is because of Teferi.
What the fuck are you saying?
There wasn't a Teferi, little Teferi. I think it would be a bad card.
That's so dumb. I don't want you to explain it. Just like that is what you have said. That is your official stance. Fine.
I think Teferi's really good. I think this card's not good.
Okay, good. Thank you for your input. I thought Mechanized Production, it was a 5 mana Shark Typhoon.
Yeah, it's also very bad.
It didn't give them flying, it didn't have cycling.
Yeah.
So just like a little bit different.
It's also bad.
An Opt is going to make a token. Oh, it's a Pokemon.
It's a mood kit. Know your Pokemans.
I don't know one of them.
You can't. Don't.
When we sell Pokemon cards at the store, I should not have the job I do because I do not know. Like I'm like, I guess this is 50 cents. I don't know what it costs.
Way to go.
Here's a Luris, the 3-mana 3/2 with no other text.
Lifelink.
Oh boy, it's funny. A 3-mana 3/2 lifelink. It's not a terrible rate, but Luris is so much better than that.
Oh.
Shark Typhoon making a shark off of the trigger. Here's
I do
6/6.
think they should be legendary. I feel like
how many typhoons?
I feel like in a world there can't exist more than one Shark Typhoon.
No, it couldn't. They just run into each other. And it would never like hurt them being legendary because you always cycle them. You just couldn't have two of them out.
Yeah, right? It seems weird.
Here comes an attack for 3.
Make 2 1/1s.
Gosh.
You have 2 1/1s and a 6/6. Do you think he throws away the 2 1/1s?
I think you might.
I think you just box the 6/6 actually.
Well, you're worried about Smiting Helix, I think.
Are you?
Oh, I don't think you care about what happens for the rest of the game, yeah.
Yeah, I was like...
Lightning Bolt. You lost a 6/6, Ethan.
You lost a 6/6 that you got for casting a thing that makes more 6/6s.
Yeah. So this is what we call garbage time for everyone who watches sports. That just nothing really is going to happen here.
I mean, if Jake goes like wear tear,
wear tear, wear tear,
he might drag himself into this game again. I think that was 3 wear tears.
Yeah, I think it probably was. Statistically, I would have to say it is. I also...
Everyone Lingering Souls.
How about it? Yeah.
Wear tear hits 2 enchantments, right?
He does. He needs like... I don't even know what he needs. Heliod's Intervention?
Yeah, I guess so.
Tranquility?
What's one of the dumb legacy ones? There's a...
Reverent Silence.
Whispermare?
Wispmare.
Wispmare, is that what it is?
It's the evoke one?
Yeah.
It cleans up 1 enchantment. You're still completely screwed.
Some deck runs that. I don't know what.
Living In ran it.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was actually pretty good there. You run that in the Ingot Chewer. All right, Jake doing a real big thing.
We're just talking about like the...
It's more interesting than this. This is, good God. This game cannot end.
You think Jake runs 12 wear tears in his sideboard and brought them all in?
I don't think he would hypothetically do that now.
Oh, okay.
All right, here comes a Smiting Helix. Let's keep this... I mean, maybe Jake isn't being a ridiculous man. Maybe his opponent's at 4. And you can see a way to winning this game.
I hope he wins.
Thoughtsy's getting a Celestial Purge. And I believe there's still a token left. So if Ethan bricks and Jake draws Lightning Bolt, Jake wins the game.
No, because Colonnade.
If a few things happen. Gosh, okay. So it is narrow margins, but Jake still has a path out of the game. For a second, I was like, what are we doing here, guys? But I think Jake...
I guess Ethan has drawn a lot of lands.
Jake's superior player to myself realizes there's still Magic left to be played.
Technically.
In the most strict sense of the word, technically.
We just passed.
Well, Ethan knows this Colonnade's got to block.
But you can
Here
attack
comes a Smiting Helix. You're at 1, Ethan.
He's got Vigilance.
Vigilance. It doesn't have 11 mana.
No, does he not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, wow. Did you actually count that, or you just randomly guess?
I just guessed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He does. 10.
He's got 10, dude. All right, attack for 1. Colonnade brings itself to life. Boil all of your lands.
For the force.
Archmage's Charm, make 2 3/3s.
Block. I wasn't ready for that boil.
I wasn't either. Jake had a boil. Sometimes you do. Teferi, unsummon, nothing. Make 2 3/3s. Okay, so Jake, good college try, bud. But
one more turn.
I guess you could just draw Lightning Bolt here. And hope Ethan...
I don't know if Ethan had anything in hand. I can't really tell.
Well, yeah.
You are dead this turn, though.
You gotta do it if you're gonna do it, Jake.
Can he do it?
Oh, he concedes instead. Okay, thanks for watching.